Hello. So I'm working on the SOP of in my other video. I mentioned that I sent a proposal for a company who plans to outsource a lot of their services with my agency, and we will start with customer service support. So they accepted my proposal for the customer support service. They have already paid their invoice, and I am now starting to create their SOP. I just wanted to share this tool that I've heard this from a colleague when I was working for an agency like a year or a year and a half ago, and then I just happened to remember it last night when I was thinking on how to approach the SOP creation. And I remembered it and I tested it, and it's an amazing tool. It probably saved me around at least at the very least 2 days worth of work, reading, and structure creation. So right now, I'll show you. Sorry, I cannot zoom in, but I'm mapping out their process, so that way I'll understand their structure and then create an SOP or a standard operating procedure for them, so we know how to support them with their customer service inquiries. But I'll show you the tool, so I'll cut this video up and then I'll transfer to a screen recording to my computer. I'll just record here as well. I'll just probably put a picture in the recording. But anyway, so I'll show you. First of all, I'll need to blur out some of the parts of this recording, of the screen recording, because some of this are confidential information, because this is a client's data. I just wanted to show you how the tool works. So the tool is called Google Notebook LLM. It basically creates a summary, or it's basically a notepad but using AI. So the way it works is you provide all the resources that you have, you feed it all the resources you have, and then it will create multiple, I don't know what the term would be, but basically it can create flashcards, a mind map, a video, and the best thing about this is the podcast. So one, it will create a video for you. It will create a video presentation, summarize, creating all the information that you have given it. It will create a video. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. So based from the information or all the resources that you feed it, it will create a video presentation for you, creating an outline and creating all the important data points, interconnecting all of the information you have provided it, and giving that into a video presentation.
Hello, and a huge welcome to the team. My name is Sam, and I'm here to give you a bit of a starter guide for us. We're going to cover our company, our amazing products, and most importantly, the vital role you're going to play on our service team.
Amazing.
Ready? Okay, let's jump right in. So here's our game plan for this session. We'll start with the big picture, who we are. Then we'll dive into the cool science that makes our products actually work. After that, we'll get you familiar with all the different product models, walk through how...
But anyway, so it created a 7-minute video presentation, and I've watched this, and I've already worked on their documents the whole day. It's very accurate. It's very, very accurate. Of course, anything that you do with AI, you have to proofread, but it's very, very accurate. It saved me a lot of hours. Now, that's not the best thing. So aside from it giving you a video presentation, it can give you a mind map. But this is the best part. This is the best part that I wanted to show you. It will create a podcast based on the information that you feed it. And you can choose it as an interactive.
These introduce a lot more capabilities.
You can choose it as an interactive podcast, wherein you can jump in and ask it questions regarding the information that they are discussing. I'll show you.
Welcome to the deep dive, the shortcut to knowing everything you need to know about the most technical, niche, and fascinating topics. Today, we are strapping in for a very specific operational journey into the world of
This is a truly unique domain. It's where, high-level engineering meets veterinary and performance maintenance needs.
Right.
We're discussing specialized cycloid vibration therapy or CVT devices, and these are built to the standards
I'll
of
join in.
professional medical technology.
Hey there. Want to share your thoughts on this?
What does CVT mean?
That is a great question right off the bat.
Thank you for jumping in.
We were actually about to dive into that.
We need to make sure we're using the right acronyms here.
So we're talking about CVT, cycloid vibration therapy.
You might have misheard it as CVT, but CVT is the key.
CVT, okay, let's unpack this CVT.
Imagine that. Imagine how helpful that would be if you are creating SOPs, or you are creating a workflow, or you want to understand or put your processes into a structure. You can just feed it parts. A lot of companies, I see this with a lot of companies where they have multiple processes that are interconnected, but they don't have a singular or a centralized SOP. So imagine just feeding everything here, and then it will do like 80% of the job. You have you have the remaining 20%, like 10% to proofread, and another 30% to make sure it's in line with your actual process. Imagine the amount of time that you can save with this. So, yep, I'm just excited with it. So I'll continue with it tomorrow. I hope you find some use case for this tool. Again, the tool is Google Notebook LLM. It's an amazing tool. It's very accurate. I've been reviewing the resources that I've fed it and then comparing it with the structure that it's giving me. It's quite accurate. And also, by the way, on its interface, when you feed it information, it gives you a summary. If you don't want to go through the podcast route, you can actually just type in your questions, and then it will give you the answers, and it will even give you on which document that that information is from, or which it took that information from, or how it interconnected the information from the multiple resources into one rule. Amazing. That's it. So this is my 26th post for the Steve Bartlett channel. I think it got cut off. I'm trying a new camera. It's called Blackmagic camera. It says temperature went too high and then it stopped recording. But anyway, I don't know where it stopped, so I'm just gonna repeat it. I'm just gonna repeat where I think it stopped and saying this is my 26th day for the Steve Bartlett 90-day challenge. And yep, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow again. Bye. I'm not looking at the camera again. I'm looking at my face. I forgot. Oh, anyway.